Here in Camden with Katie. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm good.
So, what is your current living situation like?
I kind of just, right now, I just stay like pretty much wherever. I don't have like I definitely don't have a particular place to live. No, I'm good.
Do you have a tent or a bando that you live in?
I'm terrified to stay out here, to sleep out here. So what I do is I usually like try and get up enough money to get a room.
Okay.
I'm just too afraid. I don't want to sleep in a bando. I'm afraid of the animals and the people. So,
wow. Is there a place around to get a room? Not a whole lot of hotels
really,
and stuff.
Like
huh?
Here, you can pay people to stay.
I see.
But most of the time, they're users too. So it's like.
So it's not a very
it's
safe.
way too well. It's not that it's not very safe. There are people. I would rather stay at somebody's house than in a bando, but it's just that it's too much money. They want like $10 an hour, some ridiculous rate.
$10 an hour.
It's crazy. Like, or they're want crack all night. Like, so it's just not. It's not. You know what I mean? So
right.
Usually I try to stay. Maybe somebody will let me stay at their house. But most of the people out here, or the people that I know, like they're in the same situation. So, I mean, there's not,
So what do you do? Like, where did you sleep last night?
I did. That's the other thing. Like, I usually I'll stay awake. Like I said, I'm afraid to sleep out here.
Wow.
I won't go to sleep.
So what's your typical day like?
I've been up 3 days.
What's your typical day like? So first thing in the morning.
Well, there's no morning really. Like, it doesn't matter really. Like out here, it doesn't matter. Like. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional.
That's okay.
There's really there's no day, like date and time really don't matter.
Oh, right. Okay.
So
how long
it doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. So
how long have you been out here?
I don't have a schedule or anything.
How long have you been out here?
I'd say almost 4 years.
Okay, and it's an addiction that keeps you out here?
Yeah.
What is your addiction?
Heroin and crack.
Wow. How much are you spending? What's your habit cost you a day?
At least over $200.
Wow.
Wow. Over, and that's just in crack.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Do you have an interest in getting clean, or are you okay with?
No, I'm not. Like, I'm definitely not okay with it. I've had clean time. It's been a long time. It's been 4 years since I've been clean. I had some clean time, but it's been 4 years. I haven't been able to get. I haven't been able to put like 30 days together in 4 years.
Wow.
I haven't been able to. I did have clean time, like I said then, and I was involved in NA and AA. Well, I went away, and then I went to a halfway house, and then I did really well for a little while, and I was involved in meetings and had a sponsor. And,
right. Well, knowing what daily life puts you through, what would it take for you to finally say, you know what, I've had enough of enough? It's time to I mean, it all starts with you. I'm sure you're aware, if you've been through any kind of counseling, that getting clean has to start with you, and nobody can make you clean. Nobody can talk you into being clean.
Definitely not. My mom says it all the time. Like, if love was really enough, I'd be clean.
It's not. Unless it's self-love. You know what I mean? Unless you say to yourself.
Like, really, like, and it's so funny. Like, I think all the time, like, the drugs really aren't the problem.
Right.
I'm the problem. Like,
right. The drug is a symptom.
Yeah.
It really is.
It definitely. A lot of people don't understand that.
It's tough, and it's tough to get out of your head, because I've had experience with addiction, and I understand it. Your mind's telling you, hey, you got to do this because we need our need our dose, and it's constantly in the back of your head reminding you.
Yeah, it never goes away.
But to put it in perspective, to put it frankly, you don't see a whole lot of old drug addicts. You know what I mean?
There's like a few out here.
Yeah, it's not very popular. It's not the thing.
Yeah, definitely not.
So you're basically guaranteeing yourself a short lifespan.
Oh yeah, really.
Because if it's not the drug that kills you, it's getting the drug that's going to kill you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So.
And or the lifestyle, it's just so, it's hard. It's hard, you
right.
know?
And basically what we're trying to do is at least give everyone, well, the people we interact with, the feeling that they're not on an island, you know, that there are people out here to care. But
right.
we're just regular people trying to make a difference.
Like, I was talking to somebody like 2 days ago, somebody out here, you know, and if it wasn't for people like you guys, like, I mean, there's times like I never knew. Like, I grew up in a really good, you know what I mean? I didn't grow up like this.
Sure.
And so, like,
well, a lot of people don't even know it.
You don't even know, like, it's just so crazy. I never knew what it was like to be hungry. Like,
sure, right.
So I came out here, and it's like, if it wasn't for people like you guys, like, some days, like, you're just so hungry. Like, we're so cold.
Right. So we have blankets and sleeping bags we're going to hook you up with. We got some food and some clothes we're definitely going to hook you up with. I know you just said you lost basically everything.
All I have is what I have on. I just bought this t-shirt for $2.
Oh, well, you're going to be all hooked up. You're going to have a couple outfits by the time we're done, and you'll definitely have a sleeping bag or a blanket and some food.
You guys gave it. It's a perfect time.
Everyone says that to us. So, you know, we've interviewed like 3 people so far this morning, and every single person said
you
the
have
perfect
no idea.
timing.
Perfect timing, really. I have no idea.
So what was your childhood like?
It was good. It was good. You know, my dad died when I was really young.
Sorry to hear that.
I was 7, and but he was like, you know, he was an awesome father from what I remember.
Right.
You know, and but he died suddenly, and but so then after that, like, you know, my mom, she just worked a lot, but like I was loved. I was. You know, and my mom, she did the best she could. I wouldn't blame anything when, like, I wouldn't blame anything when, it's definitely not my parents' fault, you know.
Right. Are you still in contact with your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like, my mom's like, you know, I don't know what I would do without her.
Right. Well, it's good that you at least have some family that you.
Yeah, you know, but she doesn't tolerate my using, and that's one of the main reasons I even came out here. Because I live like I'm from like 30 minutes from here.
Right.
So like when I first started using, I would just drive here every day, buy my drugs, and I would drive home.
Right. Well,
you know, eventually, obviously, it got worse and worse and worse, and then
sure.
Eventually, you know.
Well, not to discount what you feel, but
using.
It's very tough when you love somebody that has an addiction.
To watch it, yeah. My mom says all the time,
and,
like, she's like, I can't watch you kill yourself.
Exactly, it's very tough. It's so.
I get it. She doesn't tolerate it, and I don't blame her.
So, what concrete thing will it take for you to get clean here? I mean, what has to happen?
I don't even know. I mean, I feel like my nevers, like what I never thought that I would be this, or I never thought I would do that, or you know, those all eventually happen.
Well, are
if you continue
you are
using.
Interested in getting cleaner, or are you okay?
Like today, I don't, you know, I don't know if it's fear. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I feel like it just feels like I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if, you know, I know this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
But I've kind of, like, sometimes I just feel really stuck. Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like,
right.
I just don't know why I can't get it together.
Well, you just have to think through the steps. I was talking to a gentleman earlier, and his problem was alcohol. He just could not, you know, his job was suffering because of it. And really, you know, my best advice is try to get 1% better today than you were yesterday, and that's all you have to do. And if you keep that mindset that you did one little thing that made today better than yesterday, then eventually you'll be out of this hole. You know what I mean? Because eventually you'll be 100% different.
Sorry.
And we hope that 100% is for the better, of course. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. I mean, it's a tiny step, and it's easy to achieve.
Yeah.
It's just to be, you know what I mean? So instead of $200 a day, I mean, that you're saying that's your absolute minimum.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So if you could even get a tiny bit less.
I don't know how I do it. Like,
it's very it's very trying, I'm sure.
Exhausting. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, like I said, this goes on YouTube. Anything else that you would want them? No, don't.
I don't even know if I want.
Don't worry about it. So anything else you'd want them to know? How are you set up for winter?
I'm not prepared for winter at all. Not
You're
at all.
lucky it's nice out today.
I know, exactly, but it's really cold. It's getting really, really cold.
The mornings, evenings, sure.
Yep, it's really cold.
So we're gonna say, like I said, with blankets and stuff like that. We don't have any tents. Nobody's.
I have nowhere to put blankets or anything, but
Maybe we can give you a light
please.
blanket or something, at least something that you can have.
Yeah, please. Because
all
I'll
right.
take it. I'll take it.
Thank you very much for the interview. I hope things look up for you.
I hope so too. Thank you.